How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jay, and so far on this channel, I've made a handful of videos covering Ibonds. And I've noticed in the comments section of those videos, one question keeps popping up over and over. How come the interest on my Ibonds in my account seems wrong? And it's really not a dumb question at all, because there are a few weird things about how Ibonds pay and accumulate interest that you should know. So if you enjoy this video, please be sure to hit the like button down below. It's the only way YouTube knows that I don't suck at making videos. If you know someone else who's running into confusion about their Ibonds and their account, share this video with them, help clear up the mysteries. And now let's get started. So the first thing that may cause you to think that the interest your Ibonds are paying is wrong is the interest rate you actually see quoted for your Ibonds. And that's because the interest rate you see quoted for Ibonds, both by Treasury Direct and people like me who like to stick it in their video thumbnails, is an annual rate. So with the current rate being 9.62%, that leads a lot of people to believe, hey, I can invest my $10,000 into Ibonds, I'll earn $962 in interest. Not quite. What you will earn is 6 months of that 9.62% interest rate. But Jay, if the interest rate changes every 6 months, why don't they just quote us the rate we'll earn? Why are they quoting us an annual rate? It makes no sense. Are they just trying to confuse me? And you are right. The interest rate does adjust every 6 months along with inflation. So it would make more sense for them to quote the rate you'll actually be earning for that 6-month period, right? Well, yes and no. And that's because it's easy to forget that the Ibond interest rate is actually comprised of two different variables. First, we have the variable component to the interest rate, which is the component that changes every 6 months along with the inflation rate. And the second component is the fixed component. And that fixed component stays fixed for the life of your Ibond. And it's really easy to forget that fixed component even exists, because for the longest time now, it's just been zero. It hasn't been a factor. But with the Fed starting to raise interest rates, I really wouldn't be shocked to see Ibonds start paying something in the form of that fixed portion of the interest rate in the very near future. The second thing that confuses people about how Ibonds earn and pay interest and leads them to believe that they're being paid the wrong interest rate is that your Ibonds earn 6 months of each variable interest rate regardless of when you bought your Ibonds. So for example, if you buy Ibonds in the month of December, you'll receive 6 months worth of interest at whatever the rate is at that time, even though that rate is technically only valid from October to April. So if you log into your Treasury Direct account in May and you aren't seeing your Ibond earn the newly adjusted May rate, that is why. And you don't have to worry, you're not losing out on anything because your Ibonds will eventually adjust and you'll earn 6 months worth of interest at that next rate as well. It's just that your Ibonds will be slightly off schedule as to when they adjust for the entire duration that you own them. And to clear that up just a little more, take a look at this chart on the screen right now that you can use to see which interest rate you will be earning in which month depending on the month you bought your Ibonds in. So either pause the video or take a screenshot of this right now. If you find this helpful, post the screenshot to Instagram, tag me in it, let me know. So you can see how a lot of people get confused when they log into Treasury Direct, see the interest in their Ibonds, and think, hey, it's wrong. But we haven't even gotten to the biggest factor, the biggest contributor that causes people to think their Ibonds are being paid the wrong interest rate. Before we get to that, I just remind you one more time, hit the like button on this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And now the main reason that people think their Ibonds interest is wrong is that the value you're seeing in your Treasury Direct account isn't showing you all the interest you've actually earned. If you've watched any of my other Ibonds videos, you are well aware that if you cash out your Ibonds before holding them for 5 years, there is a 3-month interest penalty. I don't know if Treasury Direct is being helpful or harmful, but the balance they're showing you for the value of your Ibonds and accumulated interest automatically takes into consideration that 3-month penalty. So the value you're seeing is the value you can actually withdraw, not what you have actually earned. So if you haven't yet held your Ibonds for 5 years and you're looking at your account in July, the balance you're seeing has the May, June, and July interest already deducted out of it. Likewise, if you look in October, you'll see the interest earned up through July because it's the last 3 months worth of interest that they take as the penalty. And you haven't lost that money, you've earned it, it counts towards your compounding of interest. It's just the way they display it. They take into consideration the forfeiture of the 3 months if you were to cash out early. Now, once you hit the 5-year mark and that penalty no longer applies, your interest will display correctly and everything will be as you would expect it to be. Now, if you have any other questions about Ibonds, anything else you need to know about them, I've got you covered with these videos right over here. Go check those out. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope it helped you out. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.